everybody, my name is Hope and welcome back to my channel. I like musicals, they're a part of my life. Today we're going to be ranking movie musicals. Now I feel like movie musicals are a bit of a point of contention within the musical theatre community. Some people love them, some people hate them, some people are indifferent, and some people wonder why they exist. Anyway, today I'm going to be discussing all things movie musical. But before I get into this video, comment down below what's your favourite movie musical and how many people actually like it. Cats. But without further ado, let's get into it.
But before I get into this video, remember that you can like, subscribe and turn on notifications so you can get notified every time I upload, which is particularly every Sunday, but sometimes extra days in the week as well. Apparently over 90% of my viewership is not actually subscribed, so what are you doing? Subscribe right now. I'm just joking, you don't have to do that. But also remember, you can follow me on all my social medias, which is HopeWilsonX on Instagram, HopeWilson with 2 N's and an underscore on Twitter, and HopeWilson45 on TikTok. But with all that, let's get back into the video.
Okay, to start, I would just like to excuse the hair. I have ballet today, which means I have to do a ballet bun, and I can't find my bun net, so there is hair sticking out of the back. But we're just gonna have to deal with it. So, let's get started. I would have cool names for these tiers. I guess I can make commemorative names, but I'm using someone else's tier list because it's literally 9 AM in the morning on Friday. And I literally have no other time to film this because I'm not here this weekend. So you're just gonna have to bear with. So we have like S tier, love tier. We're gonna say, this is like when you're good to mama tier. When you get given a good movie musical, you enjoy it more. Do you know what I mean? Sure, let's go with that. Then we have like orange tier, which is like A tier, which is like, I really like this film, which you could go with something like Razzle Dazzle. Sure, I don't know why I'm going with all Chicago quotes, but let's stick with it, I guess. Razzle Dazzle. It's a good little time. Is it the best? No, but it's pretty damn good and it's a show, if anything else. Next, I have the yellow tier, which is the like tier or the B tier. This can be really testing my Chicago knowledge. All that jazz. Kind of like Razzle Dazzle, in the same vein, but All That Jazz is just a bit more subtle. It's a bit lower. It's not as showy, but it's still decent. Next, I have the yellow tier, the okay tier. This is your C tier / D tier. This can be Mr. Cellophane. Like a passable song. You can still enjoy it from time to time, but overall, if people were to list their favourite songs in Chicago, this would be on very few people's lists. Then we have Don't Mind tier, which is like E tier. For this one, we're going to go with We Both Reach for the Gun because no one really wants to be there. No one really wants to watch it, so we're reaching for the gun. And then in bottom tier, which is F tier, it's going to be Cell Block Tango. Deserves to be in #jail. I just came up with all of those on the spot, so I'm sorry if they're crap, but anyway, let's get into actually ranking the musicals. Okay, so we're going to start with Grease. No other reason other than while Grease is a classic, it's definitely not my favourite. I don't like the fact that the entire message of Grease is you have to change yourself to get someone to like you. That to me is so stupid. So for that reason, it's going in D tier. It's going in that CD tier, like the okay tier, just because it's an American classic and I understand that, but the message of it is not that great. And a lot of it's really weird, I can't lie. Next, we'll do A Chorus Line. Now, I'll be honest, I hate A Chorus Line. The film. The musical is great. Love the show. Amazing. Love it. The film is so bad. I watched it and I was like, why did I watch this? This was terrible. People can't really sing in it, no offense, but come on, it's the 70s, you probably got over it by now. The show just has this thing about it that the film just really doesn't. And it's so disappointing because it's a really great show. And so for that reason, I'm putting it in E tier, which is We Both Reach for the Gun. And the only reason it's not in F tier is because I love the show. And that gives it some saving grace. Okay, next we have Annie, and this is like the one from like the 70s or 80s with, I want to say it's Patrick Finney, that's not his name. William Finney? Michael Finney? Hold on, let me Google his name. Oh, I don't need to. Albert Finney. I remember. Albert Finney. That's who I meant. Daddy Warbucks. Now, I feel like this is probably, out of all the Annie adaptations that have been made, I feel like this is generally people's favourite out of the 4. Is there 4? There's too many Annie movies, man. I can't lie. And I really like Annie. I think it's a cute film. I think it's a very iconic cast from the 70s with Carol Burnett and Bernadette Peters and etc, etc. And I really like it. It's not the most amazing movie musical I've ever seen, but I think especially for its time, it was a pretty damn good. So I'm going to put it in A tier. I'm going to give it some razzle dazzle. Next, what about Little Shop of Horrors? Now, Little Shop of Horrors isn't my favourite musical anyway, and I think the film has a lot of merits to it. I think it's a very iconic musical, but there's just something about it. Maybe it's the dentist. Maybe it's his character and his role in the show, and the way they would portray abusive relationships isn't really my favourite. Like, there's a lot of songs in it that I really like. I think Feed Me is an amazing song, and I like the ending where the plant takes over the world, because there's two different endings, but it's like not one that ever really stands out to me as like, this is the movie musical of its time, and therefore I'm gonna put it in like C/D tier. I don't remember what I gave that, but you'll see it on the screen. Okay, next I'm going to do Mamma Mia, and this is definitely going to be an hashtag unpopular opinion. I don't really like Mamma Mia. I think the songs of ABBA are fine. I think the plot of the musical is also fine. It's just not a show that I love, really. Is it bad? No. Is it amazing? Also no. It's just a nice time. And I think the cast of the film is like very, very good. I think it was very smart casting, and I think that overall makes it better. But is it one of my favourites? No, it's not. I feel like I'm saying this a lot of movie musicals, but I promise I'll get to something I actually really do like. But yeah, Mamma Mia. I'm sorry guys, I'm sorry, but Mamma Mia is going in. I'll give it B tier, because I think if I give it any lower than B tier, people are going to have a go at me. So, B tier, fine. Okay, so now Tick Tick Boom was not on this list. It was not put on the list as far as I can see. But I'm putting it on the list because Tick Tick Boom, in my opinion, is the best movie musical ever. I watched it, I loved it, I cried. It was phenomenal. Andrew Garfield, amazing. Lin-Manuel Miranda did a very, very good job. Like, this show is very good. The show itself on stage, I feel like, is very hard to do, and I think it works so much better in film form, which I don't feel like you can say a lot of musicals can work better in a film form than in an actual musical form. But this one definitely does, I feel, and there's just so many great things about it that I could talk forever, but I'm not going to. So go watch it. It's getting put in S tier. It's When You're Good to Mama, Mama's Good to You. Love the show. Next, Cats. 2019. Get in the bin. Cell Block Tango. Go to jail. Need I say more? No? Thank you. Moving on. Okay, I'm going to do two more, and the next one is Hairspray. Now, this is probably another unpopular opinion, but I feel like more people may agree with me. The Hairspray film is better than the show. I'll say it. It is. I think it is. I think it's better than the show. I've seen the show, and the show was fine. The show wasn't bad, but the film, I feel, is just so iconic and so nice, and like, it's just a good movie musical that, like, the musical just doesn't compare. There are some songs which I wish were in the movie, like Mama and Big Girl Now, Big Doll House, like, those songs should be in the movie, but honestly, I love the movie. I think it's a very good film, and, you know, you can't really complain, I don't think. Like, You Can't Stop the Beat, Good Morning Baltimore, Nicest Kids in Town, like, all bops. Everyone is a bop. So, I'm gonna put in, like, A tier, like Razzle Dazzle, because as much as I love it, is it one of my all-time faves? No, but it's very, very good, and I enjoy that for that reason. And the last one I'm gonna do is Les Miserables. Don't know why I said it like that, but I did. But yes, Les Mis. Now, another unpopular opinion, but I really like the Les Mis film. I like Russell Crowe in the Les Mis film. Like, I just like it. Is it the best movie musical I've ever seen? No, but I think compared to a lot of movie musicals, it is very, very good. Aaron Tveit as Enjolras, can't complain. Like, I'm not a huge fan of all of the performances, but like, I just feel like as a movie as a whole, it's very, very strong. Like, I don't think there's many, in my opinion, there's not really any standout performer, and I know that Anne Hathaway won the Oscar, but like, to me, no one really stands out other than Aaron Tveit, because we love Aaron Tveit. But yeah, I think it's really not as bad as people make it out to be, because people make it out to be a really bad movie, and it's really, really not. It's fine. It's a fine film. So, you know, I like it. I'll put it in B tier, why not? So yeah, there's some rankings. Okay, so this is my total ranking. I'll put it on the screen now. I'll be honest, I don't remember where I put things. I was just kind of doing it off the bat, like I said, 9 o'clock in the morning. And I literally have to leave for college in 6 minutes. So I better get a shift on. But yeah, what do you think of my ranking? Do you agree? Do you disagree? I feel like people are probably going to disagree, but oh well. Disagree with me, I don't care. But yeah, comment down below what you think. If you'd like me to do more ranking of more movie musicals, please let me know down below. You can also like this video if you liked it. And you can subscribe if you feel like it. We're on the way to like 1,500 subscribers. We're at 1,400 almost. So 1,500 maybe? Anyone interested? Okay. You can also follow me on all my social media. Just follow me at XOWilson on Instagram. Wilson with 2 N's and _ on Twitter. Wilson45 on TikTok. All of those things. But I think that's everything. So keep enjoying musicals as much as me, and I'll see you in the next one.